Now that we've had time to really ingest Oprah, let's review.
No pun intended.
Okay. Okay. Here we go. Oprah.
Again.
Well, it's not again to that. New to that. What happened on your hand?
Where is it?
Okay.
Okay.
What were your thoughts of this show? News, not news, what?
I thought it was interesting to see Oprah talking.
In her little behind the scenes style bit?
Yes.
Okay.
I did like that. I felt that she was sincere, but I think she needs some more work.
I agree with that. I think she's sincere. I think Oprah always thinks she gets something about herself, and there's still a very surface level of understanding.
And the part about the depression, that she just blew by, and okay, it's like with all of it, that yes, she thought she was fixed, that now she thinks the thyroid problem is fixed, and the not loving herself is fixed. She thinks that you can just decide to change how you feel about something.
Right, when really she has some serious underlying massive depression that's leading her to overeat.
And you can't change your feelings, you just have to change how you deal with your feelings. And since she hasn't accepted her feelings, she's not going to be able to change how she deals with them.
True. Now, I thought the most interesting part of the show was when Bob said that Oprah can't be happy, doesn't know how to be happy. And I thought that was the most insightful bit of the whole show.
And probably the most insightful bit of her whole life.
Well, but she's not the one who said it.
No.
So she still isn't that insightful. So I thought that was really good. I wish Oprah could get some serious mental health help so that she could maybe break through it, but, you know, whatever. The Carney Wilson part, what the hell was going on with that? Get her off the air. You could tell even Oprah was like, shut up.
I really do think she was reading platitude cue cards.
It was terrible. It was terrible. I also was really disappointed that they would have a pregnant person on to talk about weight loss to begin with. I think that's really inappropriate. So there's that. I do think it's important to talk about the whole gastric bypass business and how it doesn't really maintain weight loss.
Just occurred to me that might have been why they had. But there's so many people who've had gastric bypass.
Well, I know.
They could have chosen somebody else.
I know. She obviously wants some publicity. What can you do? What else? Partly, I feel like Oprah said, I can't believe I'm talking about weight again. I feel like...
Me either.
Yeah, I don't care if you want to talk about weight, but, either really talk about it or don't. Don't give me your every year's new diet that you stick to for 5 months and then don't, What I like about this time, other than past times, sometimes she waits until she's thin, and then she tells you what she did.
Right.
And this time you feel like you're on the journey with her. Hold on, I'm uncomfortable. I did like that aspect a little bit better. Instead of the after the fact, because I think the whole after the fact thing is what all of us get sucked into, is oh, this is the new thing that works.
Right.
And I think it's better to be this is the new journey. We all need to take this journey.
And I'm glad that she said, I don't like the way I am right now. Because sometimes when she started gaining weight, she said, I've come to terms with my body, I just want to be healthy.
Right.
And that's just a way of not talking about it.
Right. She was still saying that, kind of. Not to come to terms with her body, but that she just wants to be healthy.
Right. But she did say she didn't like herself.
Okay, now let's get to the part where, when you're watching it, you're obviously relating to her, and it's making you uncomfortable. And it's making you have to talk about other stuff in the middle of the show. To distract me from the truth.
Why are you destroying that?
That's what she does.
Oh, okay. Don't like towers? Don't like towers. Okay.
It does.
What? I don't even remember.
I'm just saying, Mom, obviously you can relate to Oprah.
Yes, of course I can. We're the same age. She now says she's younger than I am. But in the old days, she graduated from high school the same year I did.
She was smart, Mom. She was a couple years ahead of herself, age-wise.
Well, I'm smart.
I know, but she was ahead. I think she was a couple years ahead.
Oh, okay. Because we graduated from the high school the same year, and now she says she's 53. And
no, she said that stuff was filmed at she's 54 now.
Okay.
I think she's 2 years younger than you.
Okay.
We'll check that fact, but that's the least of things to be getting caught up on, really, honestly. No.
Okay.
I want you to talk about how you could relate to her feelings.
I can relate to her self-loathing.
Yes.
Yes.
And the cycle, Mom, the endless cycle.
Well, you're doomed to an endless cycle if you don't deal with the self-loathing part, because it's a self-fulfilling prophecy that you can't.
I think that was what was frustrating with Oprah phrasing to say, like, it's all about love, when really what it is, it's all about hating yourself. And she can't admit that she hates herself. You know what I'm saying? So she switches it like that she doesn't love herself enough. When it's like, you just choosing to schedule a manicure, Oprah, isn't loving yourself.
No,
you have to figure out what you don't like about yourself.
That's exterior, and it has nothing to do with the
She really does not have a lot of awareness about whatever stuff was going on for her childhood style.
I just had an insight about it.
Okay.
About the interior-exterior thing.
Yes.
She acknowledges that she doesn't like her exterior.
Yeah.
But she doesn't love her
exterior. But she doesn't acknowledge
She does not acknowledge
the interior aspect.
That it's self-loathing. Yeah.
Yeah, she really needs Oprah. I don't know if she's going to get I don't know if she's ever going to get it. Yes, you do acknowledge that.
Yes.
Sometimes you don't acknowledge the exterior.
No, I don't. No, because that's how I've chosen
to deal with it.
To deal with it, because to me,
you decide you don't care.
It's not exactly that I don't care, because I know that I care. It's that, to me, exterior, you can always change.
That's what you tell yourself.
Right.
You get to the point where you tell yourself the exterior is a choice.
Yes.
And obviously it is, but really you're unhappy with it. You're choosing. The point is, you choose to keep your exterior at a way that you'll not like, so you can continue to not like your interior. That's what you do to yourself. It's a punishment. You punish yourself.
I agree that it's a punishment, but it isn't so that I won't like my interior.
Yeah, it keeps you so that you can be disappointed in yourself, Mother. Yeah, it is. Which is something you don't like about yourself. It's part of the symptom. It's a symptom. Your exterior is a symptom of your interior issues, obviously. But you get to the point where you can say, like, oh, I'm just choosing to be fat. I don't really care. I'm working on the interior. It's all...
No, I've never said that.
If you don't work on the exterior, you're never going to be able to improve the interior at the same time, because your exterior is your, you know, is a physical punishment you're giving yourself.
Well, I've thought about that for a while.
You know what I'm saying?
I do know what you're saying, but I'm not sure I totally
You
agree.
can't be 100% happy in this body.
Oh, I agree with that.
So it's a way that you keep yourself from being able to reach 100% happiness. No matter how much interior work you do, if you can't start to change the exterior, you're always going to be disappointed that you couldn't do that part.
I'm not sure that's the way it works for me.
Well, Mother, let's look at the facts.
It's more a safety issue.
Yeah, it's all part of the same thing. A safety issue. The safety part is that you're comfortable not being happy with yourself. You don't know how to let yourself get to that. Just like Oprah, dude. You and Oprah. You're the white Oprah. When it gets down to it, you don't know that you can go to that next step.
If I'm going to be the white Oprah, I would like to have her waist.
Well, that's not how the cookie crumbles.
I know. I can't believe somebody can weigh 200 pounds and have such a nice shape. She has a nice shape.
She's an hourglass, you're an apple.
I'm a pumpkin.
Oh, God. All right. I think people will enjoy this insight-filled video. Check, check.